Hey guys, very good afternoon, and I hope your days are going well. And my days are also going well. It's been a very fantastic day so far, and let's begin its day. Let's begin English speaking today as well. So it's day, I believe it's ninth. Yeah, 29. So it's ninth day of English speaking, and we are making pretty much progress. So yeah, so let me, if you are watching for the first time, then let me introduce how we are following the pattern, and I'm planning like in upcoming weeks to change few. I want to make few tweaks in the pattern, but for the time being, I'm just continuing the same pattern. Here we are because I learned somewhere, or I just heard somewhere that it's pretty good to have reading skills so that your fluency will be better. So that's why even I'm reading English books, though these big books are not related to the English specifically, but yeah, I found so many new words there in the book when I'm reading, and also I see like how the native speakers are writing their books. And also yeah, definitely you will get something if you are learning. It could be from movies, it could be from videos, and also now I'm just planning to watch movies on weekends, maybe in English, so that I can get more. But yeah, definitely I'll watch those movies where these are more oriented to English, or where I'll get more opportunity to learn. Maybe Friends web series I'll start one by one video. But problem is like if I'll start watching, there are high chances of addiction and all. I mean, yeah, so it might be like I'll start watching more videos. So that's why I don't want to get into that trap. So I'm just even I started watching Games of Thrones, and then I found like it's going to be addictive. And it might instead of uh, basically instead of watching these videos for entertainment, no, I mean, instead of watching these videos for English learning, I might start them watching for entertainment purpose, and the complete motto will be different there. So that's why I just stopped the idea, because these are big web series and there are so many seasons. I believe 9 or 11. I'm not sure about. Maybe let me see. Uh, Number of seasons. Yeah, let's clear our facts. So seasons of GOT, Game of Thrones. Yeah, but the web series is pretty good. I just started. I think I watched 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, there, but the quality of content and the way they have uh, portrayed it, it's very good. I mean, I'll say it's very good if you wanted to watch that series. And it's not like a new series. They have started it in 2011, so it's been a long time. I mean, 11 and 9 plus 9 6, 9 6 13. No, not 13, 15. My bad. Okay, okay. So there are 15. It's been 15 years. And yeah, when they have started. So yeah, so there are how many seasons are there? Eight season. It Phil. Okay, so there are, my bad. So there are total 8 seasons released. So has been released so far. So yeah, and I think there will be at least 9 episodes in a season. I'm not sure about it because I just started watching on. I mean, I think I watched on Geo Hotstar. So I watched 3 episodes, and after that I just dropped the idea. Like it's going to be addictive. Once I'll progress further, yeah, definitely it will be hard to stop. So I thought maybe I'll watch something that is boring, not boring, so not so boring, but yeah, that is like movies where we can finish basically a movie. Maybe the duration of or length of movie can be from 2 hours to 2.5 hours, or maybe 1.5 hours to 2.5, if it's not Dhurandhar or something. But yeah, I'm not talking about the English movies. So yeah, so I mean English movies where we can get subtitle, and so that the best part is if you are watching movies and you are learning from them, you can grab their accent, and you can grab other information. I mean how they are pronouncing, so you can train your ears. And yeah, you can train your ear, as well as learn how to pronounce the words and how to frame the sentence, because it is the English is more about how you are making or how you are surrounding yourself with English or native speakers. It's not possible for everyone to surround yourself with native speakers, but we can surround with the videos, audios, and other stuff that is similar to, like we can create virtual environment around us where we can train our ears to listen and to act is in a similar way. Like we need to train our mouth, ear, and yeah. So for training mouth, I have just started reading the paragraphs. So I'm targeting for 10 minutes and all. Okay, so today I'm feeling like I'm a news anchor of DD News, because I'm just talking more about the topic. But yeah, so no problem. So it's good sometime be serious, not in the terms of seriousness in the like a mark on your face and all. So be cool version of. No one is going to like you if you are not a cool person, because everyone wants to surround themselves with good persons only, positive vibes only. So I was just okay. Let me tell you now about the book. So I just started reading this book and I completed 4 chapters. And today's chapter was commitment. So yeah, if you want to achieve something, you should make a commitment that I'll finish it. There shouldn't be words like model verbs. I can finish it. I might finish it. These words are not going to help you. That means you are not sure. You have to make a decision like I'm gonna finish it. For example, me, I'm gonna learn English speaking anyhow. So like I will do whatever is required for it. I mean in the positive aspects, not like I'll that is not going to help. So I mean we need to work hard, or I need to work hard. I need to train my mouth so that it can speak fluently. And for example, when I am speaking something that is out of topic, it's very difficult to speak. Here I'm just having a general conversation, so it's easy. For example, I just learned a sentence, the meaning of a word, not a word, but it's a meaning of sentence. I could make it. I hope I could make it, or maybe I glad that you could make it. I mean, so that means yeah, it's glad that you came here, and instead of irrespective of the circumstances. So I hope you could make it. Okay, I believe that is the sentence if I am not forgetting it. But, uh, okay. Okay, so it's like I need to learn so many things, and if you see, there are so many vocabs I found in when I was reading this book. In a particular chapter, I found so many book. When I'm okay, so I found so many. You can say this these vocabs. So I need to revise them, because some of these are I heard them, or maybe I read them in news, maybe not in news, basically in articles. But it's like I never get curious to know more about them. I just try to get the essence of the paragraph or sentence and just move to next sentence or paragraph. And so that's why I need to train more on these vocabs. And it's not like you have to start vocabs learning specifically, because that's not going to help you if you will buy a book of vocabs and all, and until you are not utilizing them, then it will be in your like you can say it won't be in your memory permanent, not it won't be in your RAM, random access memory. I'm just telling you in technical terms, it will be in your hard drive, and that is very slow. Same way, and even not SSD. So if you want to use them, then maybe just start reading something, and from that you can, whatever the meanings are, vocabs are coming there, just note down and learn them, and again read the paragraph and see if uh, you will get more clarity on them, like how to use them. So need to practice more to get more. So yeah, that is the way to fine tune yourself. And yesterday, okay, let me tell you about peer up. I'm just telling you why I'm telling you, why I'm telling you peer up. There is a funny story. Yeah, and I'm using that application, and reason for that is like there you get elite pass and you can talk to girls. Okay, so that's not the reason. I'm just telling you because there is option you can connect with someone directly it could be men, women, anyone. So it depends on you. If you have elite pass, you can maybe sometimes they allocate you based on you the number of hours basically you spent on the application, or maybe the topics that you covered. It could be related to AI, so you can practice with AI. The only problem with AI, I found, like, it takes time. So sometimes it's very boring. The lectures that they are providing are very boring. So it's very difficult. And yeah, but still it's pretty much good. If you want to practice, you are first you want to train and build the confidence, then you can go with AI part. After that, you can connect with real people and you can practice. And they have, let me tell you one uh, story there. It's like there are so many villa persons, you can say, especially boys, and even girls are there who are just using that application for the entertainment purpose. Their purpose, maybe they are very well, they know how to speak very well, but still they are using the application, and their purpose is just they are making it as a dating app. They just want to have a chat with boys or maybe girls. So it depends on how you are utilizing technology. So but yeah, that's a good application. Yesterday I connected with a girl, and I connected with two girls. One, uh, I think we just had a basic introduction, and after that, she was asking like network issue. No, she was telling like she can't hear me properly. So I just dropped off, and but I felt bad, like why I just dropped off without informing her. And also next time I'll make sure, like whenever I'm dropping off, I'll just ask for permission, or maybe just I'll say goodbye, and I'll just give a good message, so that we never know when we are going to meet in this big world, or in the universe, or maybe with there. So it's like you are getting one time opportunity. So talk with whomever you are going to get talking. Just be a polite version of yourself. So that's what I felt. So I felt bad about it. And then I connected with another girl, and we had a good conversation. Like, she told me about her location. I mean, what are the different. So we had a good discussion on that. Basically, first we had a discussion on the career and all, like what she was doing. Yeah, so she is in the final year of BCA. So I just asked a few questions, like what is your plan. She was preparing for it. I'm just telling you a story. So it's a good story. Like, I get to know a lot of things. For example, she told me about the so she was from Odisha. I don't know. Maybe you can help me with the correct pronunciation. And Odisha. Normally I say Odisha. So she is from Odisha, not she was. She is from Odisha, and she is pursuing BCA. She is in the final year of BCA. I think it is completed now, and actually she just took this course BCA just for the uh, sake of, you can say, sake of backup and all. Otherwise she was preparing for NEET. So now when she tried for 2 years, and after that when she wasn't able to succeed, then she just completed her BCA. I mean, yeah, so she completed the BCA. Now she is looking for job. So we had a normal discussion on that first, like what you can prepare. Though I am not a kind of person even who is very good at it, technology and all. But yeah, whatever I know, I just tried to tell her. And after that we started with basic discussion, and I just asked her again, what brings you here. I mean, so she's based on that, like she is also preparing, or just trying to make trying to be fluent and all. So, and then she just asked more questions about her, the place where she is living, and what are the good things. And then asked Jagannath Puri temple, and she described it very beautifully, like what is the story about Jagannath Puri. So let me tell you. So the basically Lord Jagannath and their brother, or his brother, brother and sister. So when every year the people, I think she was from Brahmin family. So she told me like when the Janeu, I think there is a ritual of Janeu and all. So she, at the time, there is a ritual to visit the Jagannath Puri. So then I asked, there is a famous Rath Yatra, I believe, chariot, what we will say, chariot or chariot, I don't know. So yeah, so that yatra, I mean journey, or what, Yeah, so she told me the story behind it, like um, Lord Jagannath is a naughty person, and his brother and his sister Subhadra and Balabhadra. So she told me about a story about them, and also the like people make wish and they get fulfilled. They if you make any wish. So yeah, we had a good discussion, and then finally we dropped off. So yeah, that was pretty much the story about the yesterday's conversation. And I have one more pass, so maybe I'll utilize it today. But yeah, so when we are connecting with real people, we get to know about their story and we can share our story, and it's pretty much good. If you are using your technologies, then you can get to know more about people's. So yeah, it's good. It depends on how you are utilizing. You are just using it for fun purpose. Either way, you will get something irrespective of the way you are utilizing it. So it depends on you. But for me, it's pretty much like I'm really enjoying to connect with new peoples and to get their story. I always say story because the reason is like everyone holds a big story, and everyone has a collect. Everyone has so many short stories and big stories. So yeah, everyone, if you will talk with someone for a little more time, if you'll give you a little more time, so that they can be comfortable with you, then they will start telling you their story or their about them. But if you are just in hurry and you want to connect with someone, you won't get the input or you won't get the expected result. What I mean to say, you won't get you won't get the connection between them. Or they won't find a kind of warmth or the connection between you and them, so they won't share any information, or you won't. Yeah, and also it depends on person to person. So yeah, some people are good, some are bad, so everywhere. So it depends on you how. So yeah, but normally you will get once at least you are connecting for the first time, so everything will be good. So just try out if you are also practicing for English speaking or something, or whatever you are doing, just do your best. So that's too much. Yeah, we can say self reflection. We have discussed on self reflection, and now can we jump to the shall we jump to the screen and start reading part. But before we have let's discuss more on it. And what I have just yeah, so I think let's jump to the screen because I forgot what I have to say here. So yeah, but this book is very good. I'll really refer or maybe suggest you, if you are a kind of person who is suffering from negative thoughts and all, or maybe you are like morally you are down and you feel like your moral is very low and all, then you just start reading this book and you will feel positive, and you will definitely you will make some progress, or at least you will learn how to uh, create a positive attitude, or how to transition from negative attitude to positive attitude. So I'll suggest must go and read this book. But if you want to learn about financial and all other, then there is one more book, that is Psychology of Money. That is also a good book, wonderful book. If you just wanted to learn about the psychology of money, or maybe if you want to learn more about finance and all. And I have a few more books. One is Atomic Habits. I have to start it once I'll finish this book maybe. So I just started reading the books at the starting. So once I woke up and after taking shower and all, so I start reading book at least for 30 minutes, and then I check my phone what are the emails and all. So that's how I just started few days back only. This I just made this habit. So I mean 4 or 5 days back. But yeah, it's very good, and it make you positive and a good day. Your days will be like your day will be very good. Okay, so that's all pretty much about updates. And can we jump to the now we can jump. And what about you guys? If you wanted to connect, you can connect with me. I don't know how to connect, but yeah, even if you can respond on chat, not chat, I mean yeah, comment section, you can say. Maybe we'll find out something and we can discuss, and we can have a good discussion on introduction and all. Or maybe we can have, if you wanted to improve communication, though I'm not a good person, a good I'm just also beginner. But if you wanted, we can have connect with maybe on any platform, and then we can practice more. Yeah, because we are just learning. So I'm giving like we can, but yeah, only on weekends, not on all days, because sometimes I have, even on weekends it depends. So yeah, we'll think about it. But if you wanted, if you anyone is watching this video, maybe just I'll suggest you just go through the books and all. If you are feeling down, or some maybe you are feeling underconfident, then start uh, solving your problems, or maybe start fixing them using some sort of reading. It could be watching motivational videos, but that won't help you alone. You have to act accordingly. So yeah, that's all pretty much about today. And let's jump to the screen. Let me start screen recording and command shift 5 as usual. Okay, so today I have said it properly without using command shift F5 or something. So I said it properly. So I need to train what I'm speaking. It should go to my brain and say like what I'm saying, is it in a proper pronunciation and all. So yeah, that's pretty much okay. I think as we practice more, we'll get more. My ear will be trained, and my mouth will also be trained to know how to speak and all. And it's not a one day activity like you came today and you just you will become fluent. It's like it depends on person to person. Some people learn quickly, some people take time, but everyone will succeed if they are consistent and they are committed to it, or committed to anything. So hope my screen is visible and you can see the YouTube. But now let's jump to the hey. Okay, AI mode. Yeah, so here we go. And now I can see the history, and let me go to this part. And here we'll ask to create another article. So it is searching for it. Maybe it is thinking like something is it needs to fetch from web browser, but no, it's not required. So let me go to the article. Okay, so here you are let me read the message that it is giving based on my past history. So you are making incredible progress today. For your ninth session, let's explore a topic that is highly relevant to your mission, the science of sleep and learning. Okay, research shows that getting enough rest is actually a critical part of how your brain stores the new in English word you have been practicing. Okay, great. So if you remember, in like I think two days back we were uh, I just watched a video that was in the listening section, and they discussed about good sleep. What is the impact of it? It's like it's going to recharge your body. It's going to, like, when we are sleeping at that time, brain is not sleeping. It is working. Right? Like, for example, you can think of it like it is working like whatever the information you read or maybe you grabbed all the day, it is going to process that information and it's going to store in the memory. And also, yeah, they used that analogy, or they try to compare with this analogy. Okay, great. So here also they discussed about the sleeping pattern and importance of sleep. So let's now jump to the vocab. So I feel the most of the vocabs are already okay. Consolidate means collecting some information. For example, it could be like for example, whatever I'm going to speak, or whatever I'm speaking, not escaping, my bad. Okay, so whatever I'm speaking, after that I'll consolidate everything, and i'll I'll summarize it, and I'll uh, tell you what we discussed so far. So that is some summarization or consolidate. Maybe if, for example, if meeting is going on, and at the end you can consolidate all the points whatever speaker told, and you can write down or note down them, or maybe you can tell as a clarification, like these are the points that are I just wanted to consolidate all the points, and I will just wanted your opinion whether these I might get right, or is there any correction needed, please let me know. So you can tell them. So this is a story about consolidate, and let's jump to the crucial. So crucial means important, extremely important. If you see are necessary. So maybe you can say if you want to improve your communication skill, it's very crucial to speak in front of camera. It could be in front of mirror, so that you can see your expression, as well as you can control on your thoughts and all, like whether you are able to speak in front of camera, or you need to think, or you are stammering, or you are fumbling. So yeah, so that's about crucial. Crucial means important. And cognitive means, I mean, uh, I don't know the exact meaning of but it's related to brain and cognitive learning. If you say some consciousness learning, or relating to the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the scenes. Okay, cognitive. I mean, it's like you are thinking about something, you are visualizing pictures and all. So I don't know exact meaning of it. Cognitive behavior, we say, and cognitive techno. I don't know. Okay, so really, okay, let me read it again. Relating to the mental action, okay, or process of acquiring knowledge. So acquiring knowledge and understanding. Okay, I'm just getting a call from someone, and at the time of discussion, I can't pick the call. So yeah, I mean at the recording time, I can't pick, so I'll pick it later. The name is also visible here, but it is someone's. Like for the first time, I'm getting call, but now I don't know how the names are popping up in the. Okay, so let's jump to the. Like we are not going to pick the call at least until we'll finish it. So we have to focus in one goal at a time. Otherwise, like instead of if you are trying multiple things at a time, you won't be able to focus at each, and you will be confused. So if you want to give your best, just focus on one thing at a time. I'll just say, not like all day you focus on English only, not all day you focus on watching movies and all. That won't help. Might help, but I won't say anything. So relating to the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and senses. Okay, so it means it's kind of like how our brain understand and store memo like information. So it could be like it smells, that is senses, and then get information. It could be like how you are speaking and it get information. It could be what it sees from eyes. So these all uh, source, or you can say, yeah, these are all the ways to extract information and store it in the memory. Balanced means taking everything into account in a fairly equal parts. Okay, great. Productive, achieving or producing a significant amount of result. Achieving or producing a significant amount of result. Yeah, productive means if you are productive, then you will perform the things in a proper way or quickly. So for example, people say like my day was so much productive today, like I have completed the things in the within the time, and I'm so productive. And some people say how to get productive in your work, it could be in any other stuff. Yeah, so productive means achieving or producing a significant amount of result within a time, or maybe you are highly productive, like, yeah, so it could be pretty much some same thing. Okay, focus on the word consolidate. It has four syllable. I don't know what is syllables. Consol consolidate. Consolidate. I mean we need to focus on SOL. So consolidate. Okay, great. So productive. Sometimes it's very tricky to explain it in the. I know the meaning of productive. I can use it, but and let's jump to the article. Says why your brain needs sleep to learn. Okay, great. Many students believe that burning the midnight oil. Okay, I think it is a phrase or what. Burning the midnight oil, staying up late to study is the best way to master a new skill. However, modern science suggests that sleep is not just a period of rest. It is an active state where the brain consolidates everything you learned during the day. When you learn a new English word, that information is initially fragile. It is it is during deep sleep that your brain moves these new memories into long-term storage. Okay, one fascinating discovery is the role of slow wave sleep. Slow wave sleep. Okay, burning the midnight oil, and another one is slow wave sleep. During this stage, the brain repeats the pattern of information it gathered while you were awake. This process is almost like a mental rehearsal that happens without you even knowing it. For language learners, this is crucial for recognizing complex grammatical structures and improving pronunciation. Furthermore, a lack of sleep can lead to cognitive decline, making it harder to focus and solve problems the next day. If you are tired, your brain's gatekeeper becomes less efficient, and you may find yourself struggle to recall words that you knew perfectly well the day before. Ultimately, the most effective study routine is a balanced one. By combining focused practice with high quality sleep, you give your brain the best chance to succeed. So after a long day of practice, the most productive thing you can do for your English is to simply go to bed and let your brain do the rest of work. Okay, great. Let me try to read it again with little more fluency without fumbling and all. So article, and it's why your brain needs sleep to learn. Many students believe that burning the midnight oil, staying up late to study, is the best way to master a new skill. However, modern sciences suggest that sleep is not just a period of rest, it is an active state where the brain consolidates everything you learned during the day. When you learn when you learn a new English word, that information is initially fragile. It is during deep sleep that your brain moves these new memories into long-term storage. One fascinating discovery is the role of slow wave sleep. During this stage, the brain repeats the pattern of information it gathered while you were awake. This process is almost like a mental rehearsal that happens without you even knowing it. For language learners, this is crucial for recognizing complex grammatical structures and improving pronunciation. Furthermore, a lack of sleep can lead to cognitive decline, making it harder to focus and solve problems the next day. If you are tired, your brain's gatekeeper become less efficient, and you may find yourself struggling to recall words that you knew perfectly well the day before. Ultimately, the most effective study routine is a balanced one. By combining focused practice with high quality sleep, you give your brain the best chance to succeed. So, after a long day of practice, the most productive thing you can do for your English is to simply go to bed and let your brain do rest of the work. Okay, so yeah, it's like your brain requires some time to process and to move or transfer the knowledge that you have gained within the day or in the day, and it can transfer it to permanent or long term memory. So it's like a bad job that is happening in the night when you sleep. So your brain is working continuously, but yeah, it's very loyal to your body. So it's a brain's responsibility to take information and uh, make it optimized so that you can recall it quickly in the long term memory. Get it? Not great it. Got it? Okay, so we can jump to the another part, that is speaking, and it's pretty horrible to speak in the AI, especially the tool that I'm using. It's very bad. I'll say 0 out of 4 or 5. Not 0, that will be too bad. So I'll give it 2 out of 5 because it's not working in a proper way. Let me have a short conversation, or maybe I'll try to speak in a smaller sentences so that it will respond it properly and quickly. So just give me a minute or second and let me open it. Okay, so if CV, let me first exit and we'll see. Just give me a minute. I don't know if the screen is working. Yeah, I believe it's working. So next, okay, so we need to, okay, book a taxi ride, let's say.
It's great to meet you. Do you need a taxi or ride today? I'm here to help you with the booking if you do.
Hey Arya, it's great to meet you too. And how was your day so far? How has been your day so far? My bad. Continue.
No worries at all, Dark. My day has been wonderful. Thank you for asking. How about you? How has your day been?
Yeah, so far it's been pretty fantastic, and yeah, I just started recording a video. And can you book a taxi for me? I just wanted to go and meet my friend.
That sounds exciting, Dark. I'd be happy to help you book a taxi. Can you please share your pickup location, destination, preferred vehicle type, and the time you'd like to be picked up?
Okay, so book a taxi for me from the pickup location would be Delhi and to Noida, and drop location will be Noida, and book at a to book for today at a 5 o'clock in the evening. And okay, I forgot one more thing that
Got it. So you need a taxi from Delhi to Noida, with a drop off in Noida at 5 o'clock this evening. Do you have a preferred vehicle type, like a sedan or SUV?
yeah, I'll go with SUV. If it is not available, then maybe you can book a sedan also, because it's very urgent to meet my friend, because otherwise he will leave. He is leaving for the he's traveling to another country, so I just have to see off him. And yeah, so it's pretty urgent, so I need to you can book any taxi, whatever is preferred options available. But yeah, if I'll prefer for SUV, I'll prefer SUV. But if it is not available, then book sedan also. That will work for me.
I understand how important it is for you to meet your friend before he leaves, and I'll do my best to get you an SUV. If that's not available, I'll book a sedan for you instead. Just to confirm, would you like me to proceed with this booking for today at 5 p.m.?
Yeah, can you just confirm details one more time so that I can be sure like you are booking a ride perfect and everything is okay?
Of course, Dark. Here are the details for your booking: pickup location, Delhi destination, Noida drop off location, in Noida time, 5 p.m. today, preferred vehicle, SUV or sedan if unavailable. Is everything correct? Shall I proceed with this booking?
Yeah, please proceed with this information. And can you share me the ticket details, or maybe the information in my email xyz@gmail.com?
Thank you for confirming, Dark. I'll proceed with the booking and send the details to your email at zizgmail.com. You should receive the confirmation shortly. Is there anything else I can assist you with while we wait?
Yes, please. I just wanted to know will it be private taxi, or it will be in sharing mode?
Your taxi will be a private ride, so you'll have the vehicle all to yourself. This way, you can travel comfortably and get to your friend without any stops. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
Yeah, I just wanted to know more about whether I who will be the rider of the taxi. Can I get more details or information about the person who is going to drive the taxi? Whether and whether air condition will be on or off? I mean, is there an option to confirm these details before I ride?
Absolutely. You will receive details about the driver, including their name and contact number, along with the vehicle information. The taxi will have air conditioning to ensure a comfortable ride for you. Anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah, just tell me more about the timing, at what time should I reach the location? Can you just measure the distance and all? Like, can you calculate? I know you are an AI agent, so you can. Okay, can you do one more thing, like as you are booking a taxi ride, so can you make sure, like when you are dropping an email to me, or you are sharing the details to my email, there add an option to add it to calendar, so that I can add it to Google Calendar. or maybe just add a file, uh, so that I'll click on that, and it will be added to my calendar, Google Calendar, to be specific.
I can't calculate the exact distance, but typically, it's good to leave some extra time for traffic. Arriving 10-15 minutes early is usually a safe bet. As for the email, I will include an option for you to add the booking details to your Google Calendar. You'll be able to easily save it once you receive the email. Is there anything else you'd like to add or ask?
Yeah, can we discuss more on the taxi? Like, what are the safety options available there? Suppose, uh, though I'm a basically I'm a male person, so it's like, I'm a man, so it's yeah, it's not a problem for me, I'll say. But what about girls? Like, what are the safety measures that are taken care by company, taxi company and all? Can you just describe me more about it? Or if there is in the, if there is information available about it, can you just
That's a great
describe me more?
question, Dark. Most taxi companies prioritize safety for all passengers, including features like GPS tracking, emergency contact options, and driver background checks. They often provide a way to share your ride details with friends or family for added security. If you'd like, I can give you more specific information based on the company you're booking with. Would that be helpful?
No, 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 that's enough. I'll had a chat with the person who is going to ride the taxi, and I'll get more information about it. That is not, or maybe I'll connect with customer care executive of that particular company, and I'll get more information about it. But yeah, I hope you booked and shared the details to my email.
That sounds like a good plan, Dark. I'm sure you'll get all the information you need. I've processed your booking and will send the details to your email shortly. If you have any other questions or need help later, feel free to reach out. Safe travels.
Yeah, thank you so much, and have a great day. And wishing you best. And maybe we'll connect later. And I hope you are having great day. Bro, I just did mistake. I don't know.
Thank you.
So we have discussed about taxi. I think I can work it easily, but okay, let me see the feedbacks. Here, it's great to meet you too. And how was your day? What I said. How has been your day? How has your day been so far? No, my bad. It's like, how has been your day so far? How has been your day so far? And it basically transcribed it correct. Yeah, so far it's been pretty fantastic. Though I said something, and so far it's been pretty fantastic. And yeah, I just started recording a video. Can you book a taxi for me? I just want to go. I just want to go. I just want, okay, wanted. I said, I just wanted to go and meet my friend. I just want to go and meet my friend. So I'll go through the feedbacks because it is pretty important to see the feedbacks and few beautiful transcript.
Hey, Aria, it's great to meet you
Okay, so
too.
they are not
And how
recording
was
at
your
least
day?
for my.
So far, how has been your day? So far, my bad.
Okay, so it is basically they just take uh, whatever the input that we are giving it. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to process all the information, or maybe record the audio and then process it. So they are converting, transcribing, or we normally call it transcribing when we are changing the voice to text. Okay, so that's all for the uh, speaking practice, and we'll do more because after that I'm going to connect with some real people, and I'll have more conversation and I'll discuss. So yeah, and before that, let's jump to the screen. I hope it's okay. So I need to start recording again. Some command shift 5. Okay, so yeah, let's begin. And I hope you can see my screen or my Chrome window. And here, if you are able to see, it is YouTube, and there are so many recommended videos. So just ignore them, and let's jump to the 6 minutes of BBC English or English BBC. And let's see what is there. The future of food. Okay, it's pretty much good. Now people are very more concerned about the good foods and bad foods. So yeah, people's, like, if you remember yesterday we discussed about obesity, like how this problem is spreading across the world and people are suffering from it. So for that they are getting conscious and concerned about it. So whatever they are eating nowadays, people are concerned, like whether it is organic, it's how much pesticides has been used, and also yeah. So now people are getting aware. And so if you have noticed ever, like whatever new things are coming, when it is reaching to the rural area, it became devastating or worst product. For example, chili potato, I'm just giving you example. Now if you see in the village areas, they are selling it with arrowroot and also it's very bad, and people just enjoying it. They don't know the consequences of it, because things when they are coming from the cities to a rural area, it becomes worst part of it. Like they are using good. So I'm not just saying everyone is doing this, but yeah, if you see, they are not aware of the benefits and consequences of it. So they just eat. If it they like it, yeah, but still I can't comment on it in a proper way, but yeah, definitely. So let's jump to the first article, that is future of food. Okay, so let's train our ears, and here we go. It will say 6 minutes.
6 Minute English.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Sorry.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Pippa. Many of us don't think twice about where the food in our kitchen comes from. One trip to the supermarket and we can buy anything we want, whether that's fruit grown in South America, tomatoes from Spain, or rice flown in from Asia. Do you know where the food you buy comes from, Neil?
I try to pay attention and buy stuff that's locally produced, but actually sometimes I don't really look. How about you?
I actually have a calendar on my kitchen wall which tells me which fruits and vegetables are grown at what times of year.
The reality is that the supply of fresh food to the UK is fragile. The UK imports around 40% of its food, and this supply chain can easily be disrupted by wars, shortages, and increasingly by climate change. In fact, the UK government's Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs recently reported on the importance of food security, the term for having a reliable enough supply of affordable, healthy food to feed everyone.
In this episode, we'll be investigating the issues affecting food production in the UK. As usual, we'll learn some useful new vocabulary, and remember, there's a quiz, worksheet and transcript of this episode on our website, bbclearningenglish.com.
But first, of course, Pippa, I have a quiz question for you. I mentioned that Britain imports 40% of its food from other producers, mostly in Europe. But which European country does the UK import the most food from? Is it A, France, B, the Netherlands, or C, Ireland?
I've seen the Netherlands on a lot of food packaging in the UK, so I'm going to say B, the Netherlands.
Okay, well, we'll find out if you're right later in the programme. According to the UK government's recent report, there are many issues affecting Britain's food supply. Geopolitical conflicts like those in Ukraine and Iran, droughts and water shortages, loss of biodiversity caused by climate change. The list goes on and on. Here, climate reporter Mark Pointing discusses the report's conclusions with BBC Radio 4's The Food Programme.
And it really draws on scientific research to come up with what it calls as a reasonable worst-case scenario for how biodiversity loss could affect UK security. And its conclusions are really quite stark. The first line of the report says, global ecosystem degradation and collapse threatens the UK's national security.
The report describes a worst-case scenario where Britain runs out of food. A worst-case scenario is the worst possible thing that could happen in a particular situation.
Mark says the report's conclusions are stark, an adjective which in this case means obvious or severe.
Another problem with food security relates to climate change. Carbon emissions from food production make up around a third of all greenhouse gases, from the diesel used to drive tractors, to fertilizers, to cows and sheep producing methane. Emma Pinchbeck is the chief executive of the UK's Climate Change Committee. She spoke about this problem with BBC Radio 4's The Food Programme.
The biggest chunk of emissions from agriculture comes from simply having livestock on the land. That's the bit of the puzzle that we need to think about going forward. And in the way that we've thought about it, for every cow or sheep we take off the land, we put on something else. And what that does overall is it makes farmers and landowners part of the solution to climate change, not the problem.
Livestock, that's farm animals such as cattle, sheep and pigs, contribute most of the carbon emissions from agriculture. Moving towards a sustainable food supply involves reducing the amount of meat and dairy we eat in favour of non-animal protein, such as beans and lentils.
Encouraging farmers and consumers to move away from meat is a piece of the puzzle, according to Emma. A piece of the puzzle means a part of the solution to a problem, in this case, the twin problems of food security and climate change.
Emma says it's important to think again about how farmland is used. For every cow or sheep taken off the land, something else, such as a fruit tree or vegetable crop, is put in its place. That way, farmers become part of the solution, not the problem. An idiom meaning that if you are not actively trying to fix a problem, you are helping it continue.
Lots of ideas to chew over there, Neil, but now, isn't it time you revealed the answer to your question?
My question was, which European country does the UK import the most food from? And you said B, the Netherlands. And you were absolutely correct, Pippa. It is the Netherlands. The UK imports £7.6 billion worth of imports, especially vegetables and dairy. Okay, let's recap the vocabulary we've learned, starting with food security. The situation where a country has a reliable enough supply of food to feed its population.
The worst case scenario is the worst possible thing that could happen in a particular situation.
The adjective stark has several meanings, including obvious and severe.
Livestock are animals and birds that are kept on a farm, such as cows, sheep, or chickens.
The phrase a piece of the puzzle means a part of the solution to a problem.
And finally, the idiom be part of the solution, not the problem, means that if you are not actively trying to fix a problem, you are helping it continue. Once again, our 6 minutes are up, but if this topic has made you hungry for more, why not check out our food topic page on our website, bbclearningenglish.com. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
6 Minute English.
Okay, so that's all for the listening part, and they discussed about the food supply chains, and basically it's a more, or you can say they are discussing about the food problems, or if supply chain breaks, what will be the consequences of it. And they asked a question like with from which country they are. Basically they pretty much they import the foods from food 40% food are more than 40% food from Europe, and if we are talking more specifically in the Europe, then they are basically importing it from the Netherlands. So they discussed about it and what are the problems with the climate, carbon emission, and basically so I'm just trying to consolidate all the information. And they discussed about the war happening between Russia and Ukraine, or it could be between Iran and Israel, and what are the consequences of it. And the worst case are the stock situation. Basically, if you remember, basically obvious and severe condition stock situation if happening, then they are going to basically they are predicting that they will feel the shortage of foods because of supply chain blockage. So yeah, that's all about the today's listening part, and it's all pretty much about today. So let me just collect and let me try to consolidate everything. So first we tried to learn more about the article that was about the sleepy, basically sleep, and what is the role of brain when we are sleeping. At the time it tries to basically copy the information that you have learned within the day, or you have learned so far, and it tries to migrate, or you can say copy it into the permanent memory, long term storage or long term memory, LTM. Yeah, long term memory. And after that, we have gone through the speaking part, and we discussed about the taxi booking and how we can book the taxi. And finally, we started learning about the food shortage in Europe. Yeah, so what is the future of food, you can say? Okay, so we have discussed about it, like they were discussing multiple things, and it could be supply chain, it could be the dependency on other countries, and it could be there are multiple reasons, and shortage can happen, supply chain can break. And one of the reason was also they were discussing about climate change. And what are the different options? I forgot the word. There is, it is starting with S, so maybe, okay, I mean fabric. If we say, I have discussed in the past, like what is the sustainable, yeah. So sustainable foods, where we can reduce the, basically they were talking about veg products instead of eating meat and all. So yeah, it's all about today, and we'll meet again tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much for the time being, and have a great day. And yeah, bye bye. So